My husband never cheated on me. At least, that's what I believed for the longest time. He never gave me a reason to doubt him. He never stayed out late without telling me. He never hid his phone. He never acted distant or cold. He was always there, calm, patient, understanding. The kind of man people call perfect. Or maybe, he just knew how to act perfectly. My name is Sakshi. And this is the story of how one simple discovery turned my entire marriage into a question I still can't answer. I married Kabir 2 years ago. It was an arranged marriage. But not the kind people complain about. He was soft-spoken, respectful. The kind of man who listens more than he talks. In the beginning, things were a little awkward. We were strangers, trying to build something real from nothing. But slowly, things started changing. We began talking more, sharing little details about our day. He remembered the small things. How I liked my tea. What kind of movies I enjoyed. The fact that I couldn't sleep without a dim light on. And without even realizing it, I started trusting him. Completely. If I wasn't feeling well, he would sit beside me, sometimes the entire night. If I looked upset, he didn't ask too many questions. He would just stay, quietly, until I felt okay again. It wasn't loud love. There were no big dramatic gestures. But it felt steady. Safe. And I thought, that's enough. After a year, our life became routine. Comfortable. Predictable. We had our small habits. Morning tea together. Evening walks when he wasn't too busy. Late night conversations about random things. And I was happy. Or at least, I thought I was. Until one afternoon, Kabir had gone to work. And I was alone at home. I decided to clean the house. When I reached his study table, I noticed a small box, pushed to the back. Covered in dust. It looked like it hadn't been touched in a long time. I pulled it out. For a moment, I hesitated. But curiosity won. Inside, there were old photographs. A few folded letters. And a diary. I picked it up slowly. I knew I shouldn't read it. But I did. At first, everything felt normal. But then, I saw a name again and again. Ria. Today I saw Ria again. I couldn't stop thinking about her. I wish she was mine. My heart started racing. I told myself, this must be from before our marriage. But then, I checked the date. And everything inside me froze. The entries were written after our wedding. And then I read the line. I'm with Sakshi. But my heart still belongs to Ria. I couldn't breathe. I sat down slowly. And at that moment, I realized my marriage might not be what I thought it was. For the next few days, I didn't say anything. I just watched him. Everything was the same. His care, his behavior, his love. But now, it all felt different. Fake. Finally, I asked him, who is Ria? For a second, he froze. Then he said, no one. I didn't argue. I just placed the diary in front of him. Silence filled the room. He took a deep breath. And said something I never expected. Ria was my wife. My mind went blank. I was married before, he said. Then why didn't you tell me? He looked down. Because she's not alive anymore. I loved her. But she died in an accident, 6 months after our marriage. I didn't know what to feel. Pain, confusion, sympathy. Then why write all this, after our marriage? I asked. He said quietly. Because I couldn't forget her. I married you because of family pressure. But I never wanted to hurt you. That night, I didn't sleep. Was I just a replacement? Days passed. I tried to accept it. But something didn't feel right. And then, I got a message. Are you Kabir's wife? I replied. Yes. Then came the message. You deserve to know the truth. Ria is not dead. My hand started shaking. And in that moment, I knew. This story was far from over. Ria is alive, and she lives in this city. Everything felt unreal. I didn't know who to believe anymore. So I decided. I would find out myself. I went to the address I was given. My heart was pounding. I knocked on the door. It opened. And there she was. Alive. You're Sakshi, right? She asked calmly. I couldn't speak for a second. You're Ria. She nodded. Yes. My entire body felt numb. You're alive. She gave a small smile. Yes, and I think you deserve the truth. I stepped inside. And then, she said something that broke everything. Kabir lied to you. There was no accident. We got divorced. My chest tightened. He told you I died, didn't he? I nodded slowly. Then she said. He lied to me too. He said, you were just a formality. At that moment, everything shattered. 2 stories. 2 truths. And me, stuck in between. Even today, I don't know what the full truth is. Maybe both of them lied. Maybe both of them hid something. But one thing I learned. Sometimes, the biggest betrayal isn't a lie. It's the truth. That's never fully told. Fire.